Hello, I'm Scott Bogey here with Shawon Choudhury ahead of his fight against Lee Ferguson at Unity Championship for the vacant flyweight championship. How are you doing today?
Good. Just got back from training, so yeah, just can't wait to fight now. I mean, what, about 10 days away, 9 days away?
Yeah, I think
It's
it's like
just
next
um,
Friday, so it's coming up thick and
yeah, yeah,
fast.
yeah. I can't. I mean, camp's gone quick because obviously I've done two back-to-back camps,
Yeah.
but I can't wait to just go and fight now. It's just want to get in there.
And like I was saying, are you liking it being this active, having a fight and straight back and fight again?
Yeah, 100%. That's the way I want it to be. I mean, I would have liked to be a lot more active throughout the my fighting career, but injuries, COVID,
Yeah.
like uni, everything, and just life got in the way, and I haven't been as active as I wanted to be. But yeah, now I'd like to just keep it going back to back to back, just as much as I can, really.
And how will it feel when you get that hand raised, get that belt around your waist, and can call yourself a two organization champ?
It'll be amazing, actually. I mean, to be fair, I've been a two organization champ before. I mean,
Yeah.
but then I end up getting injured, so I had to vacate my title, and I think just reclaiming my position as and establishing myself once again as one of the best, if not the best in the UK. It would just put us. It's a very nice thing to have before I turn pro. It
Exactly.
will be an amazing feeling.
And this will make you 7-3, 7 wins, 3 defeats if you get that victory. Are you wanting to remain in that amateur scene, or do you feel like it is time to get to that next level?
I mean, hopefully after I win this, I'll have that number 10 next to my name, 10
Yeah.
wins, finally hit double digits. But I think plan ahead. Ideally, what I'd like to do is win this, and then I want to compete in the IMAFs before I turn pro. So, I mean, the Euros are usually around about March.
Yeah.
I think it's around about March. So, ideal plan would be to win this, win the Euros, and then turn pro as soon as I come back from the Euros.
So are you having one eye on the competition just now? Because I know that I'm after having in Uzbekistan just now.
Yeah, so I've kept up with it. I've been seeing who's been fighting who, because to be honest, I didn't even know that it was the World Championships around about now because I've been so focused with my fight. All I've been doing is
Yeah.
training, training. And it just kind of came up on my Instagram that the English MMA Federation, they posted something and I was like, oh, I didn't even realize the Championships were even on.
Well, I know you have great in that Euros if you don't turn pro before then. How was it in your last fight being able to get that victory by unanimous decision and get, I think it's to get back into the win column?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't think like I performed the way I wanted to or performed as well as I know I can. I still managed to get the win, but definitely there were definitely a lot of improvements that I needed to make from that
Yeah.
fight, and I feel like I've plugged those holes, and I'm ready to show a brand new level come November 16th. And but yeah, just getting back in the win column is a huge confidence booster going into this. I think being able to the fact that I've gone two camps back to back, two fights back to back, make it just I'm just gonna be a lot. I'm a lot more dangerous now than I was for that fight.
And do you feel like even though it wasn't your best performance, like you're saying, you were still able to get the victory, get that belt? Do you feel like that just shows that level that you're on? You might not even be at your best, but you're still getting that victory.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it just shows that the work we're doing at Ace MMA and the work that all the extra work that Shaj is putting
Yeah.
into me, Sammy, Siam, Niam, Habib, Aaron, all the guys at all the fighters at Ace, the work that he puts into us and all the extra time he gives us, it shows that even on our worst days we can perform and beat the best in the country. And that's us underperforming.
And how is Ace MMA at the moment? Because I know he's got his title fight in Newcastle coming up. How is the feeling around the camp?
Yeah, the gym is buzzing right now. I mean, one of my teammates, Habib, he's fighting on Saturday coming. I'll be in the
Yeah.
corner for that. And then me, Sammy, Siam, Niam are all fighting on Unity. And then obviously Shaj the week after. It's just back to back to back fights. And it's just honestly like you just walk in the gym and you feel the excitement in the air. It's just like you can't help but smile.
Exactly. And it must feel better knowing that you're all fighting at the exact same time as well.
Literally, yeah, it's just like the iron sharpens iron, and it's the fact that we're all at that peak now. We're all
Yeah,
as focused as can be. We're all trying to get to that next level. So it's forcing every single one of us to reach a new level. And it's like, so one of my training partners, Naim, he's fighting on the show as well.
yeah,
So he's, I think, 18, and it to me it adds a lot more confidence because he's one of my main sparring partners. And it's like, I know this kid is one of the best flyweights in the UK, flyweight bantamweights in the UK, and I know he's so much better than almost anyone I'll fight. And I'm confident that if Naim was to take my place in that fight, in this fight coming, he would win. So knowing that I can be competitive with him, it gives me a lot more confidence.
exactly. And do you feel like having that confidence is important? That's just the first battle you have to have going into the fight, is knowing that you are able to get that victory.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, if I go into the fight not thinking I can win, it's gonna show in my performance. I'm
Yeah,
gonna be a lot more lackluster. I'm almost going to be looking for a way out from the start, but I know I can win this fight wherever it goes. I know he's a threat wherever the fight goes, but I believe in my ability, and I know when I perform, I am the best there is.
exactly. And do you feel like having Haj as being the Cage Warriors flyweight champion, do you feel like that will help you when you do get it, try to go pro, try and get that contract with Cave Warriors?
100%, even if it's not getting the contract with Cage Warriors, it's just the preparation to just be able to blast through guys at pro, because it's
Yeah,
like he's at the pinnacle of the flyweight division. Honestly, he should be in the UFC. It's a crime that he's actually not in the UFC. I mean,
yeah.
any the guys he's beat have made it to the UFC, and then guys he's lost split decisions to, which were a little bit shaky, let's say, which I personally think he should have won, have made it to the UFC and performed well. And it's just like, Shad should be in the UFC. So it's knowing
Yeah.
that I'm training with him day in, day out, sparring with him weekly, and it's just knowing that, yeah, when he says I'm ready for pro, and if he believes I can win, I know I can win pure as well. It gives me that belief because he's on another level compared to any flyweight I've seen.
And do you feel like this fight for him against Lee Blonde, do you feel like that is a UFC fight? Like that could be on a UFC card any day.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you're gonna see a UFC level performance from Shad regardless.
Yeah,
He's- I mean, you're just gonna. I think it's just after this fight, the question should be, why is he not in the UFC
yeah.
yet? Not when is the UFC gonna sign him. It's gonna be, how the hell is he not in there yet?
And do you feel like having him there, being able to get that experience from him, has been crucial for your development in particular?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I came into Ace starting from scratch, pretty much ground zero, and Shad has brought my MMA game together, my striking, my grappling, my kickboxing, my wrestling, everything. He's molded together and I feel like now I have this unique style that's a puzzle for a lot of fighters that people struggle to figure out. And that combined with our head grappling coach, Jordan Cooper, with the grappling techniques he's been teaching me, all these little intricate details he tells me,
Yeah.
and then with Sham as well, and it's just the minds they have and the way they see the MMA game has just molded me into this fighter who is now arguably one of the best in the UK. And it's also the fact that they haven't just done it with me, they've done it with Sammy, they've done it with Siam, they've now Naim's coming up, they've done it with Aaron. So it's like any of the guys who have stuck in are up there with the best in the country.
Yeah, exactly. And you're saying you're balancing the MMA with uni. Are you still doing that or have you graduated?
No. So I've graduated, I've got my undergrad and I've got my master's, so education's all done for now. Now it's just work and training.
And how is it being able to balance the work life with your training?
It's hard and it takes dedication
Yeah,
and discipline, but I know as long as I stay disciplined and I work hard, regardless of the results I get, I know I'll be happy because I know I've gave it everything I can. And I like having that discipline and having that routine where I'll have to sleep early, I'll have to wake up early just so I can get some training in before work, and then I'll go straight to work. Yes, it's a long and tiring day, but I like being productive.
And how is the work with obviously having these fights? Because obviously you have to weigh in on the Friday. So how are they with accommodating for that?
Yeah, so I anyways get Fridays off all the time, so that's never because I've got Friday prayer, and obviously that is a big thing for me in my religion. So I never work Fridays regardless. And then obviously for fight night, it'll either be I'll put some holidays in or I'll have to work around it. I'll have to just try and put my 2 days off back to back. I always end up working something out, so it works out quite well for me where I work as well. They're quite accommodating. And yeah, but I'll I'll probably fight Saturday and then be at work on Sunday.
And do you feel like it's important to have that a job that is just so accommodating, knowing that they can put that second day rest, move it so you have those 2 days back to back?
Yeah, I mean it definitely helps, but ideally, obviously, I would have preferred a job. Well, I would have preferred not having to work while training, but I mean, it needs to be done, and yeah, it definitely helps because then that's just a one less stress that I need to think about.
Exactly. And how has obviously Cave Warriors, this is their second event in Newcastle just this year. How has that been for the city?
So I train. So I'm from Sunderland, not actually from Newcastle, and I train in South Shields. So to be fair, I didn't even when they came to Newcastle, I never went to the first show just because I was quite busy with other things and training as well on top of that.
Yeah.
So I haven't really seen much of a difference, but I'm excited to go to this one because there's so many local fighters that I know. Obviously, Shaj is on it. There's Kennedy Freeman on it.
Yeah.
Josh Abraham, Josh Abraham's from Sunderland as well. And then there's
Charles
also
Joyner.
yeah, Charles Joyner, Harry Hardwick. It's just so many local guys that I've personally met and people I've met throughout the MMA scene. It's just I can't wait to just see them form. Such a big crowd's gonna be there, such a local crowd, just joining in with the chants, everything.
And how big is it knowing that there's three title fights that night and all three are with like you're saying, Hadge, Hardwick, and Kennedy?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's it's funny because it's like with Kennedy as well. Like I remember seeing her fight when she was like I think 1 or 2-0 on Machine, and it's like now she's fighting for the Cage Warriors world title. Obviously, Shaj. I was there when Shaj won the world title when he knocked out
Yeah.
Sam Creasy. That was amazing, and it's yeah. I just can't wait to see all three of them just get the wins again.
And I know they'll love to see you get your arm raised and get that title as well. And how do you like how do you handle the pressure in the cage?
Honestly, I mean, my first few fights, the pressure was horrendous. Like, I struggled to deal with it all. I was doubting myself the whole time. But I think as I've matured a bit and as I've gotten a lot more in tune with my religion, one of the things that I believe as a Muslim is that everything's predestined, everything is planned. So so it helps, that helps take a lot of the pressure off because I know all I can do is just work as hard as I can, put all the effort in. But regardless, the outcome is already pre-planned. If I win, that's all Allah. If I lose, it's also Allah's plan. I have no problem with that because He is the best of planners.
Yeah.
So that takes a lot of the pressure off. I just, the only thing I tell myself is there, go in there, have fun, perform. I'm happy. Win, lose, draw, don't care. As long as I have fun, perform. And I know that I haven't. I've worked as hard. Knowing that I've worked as hard as I can mm, allows me to just believe that the result I get won't change regardless. It's going to be a product of me working hard and the fact that it's already predestined.
Exactly. And I know you'll go out there, you'll get that victory, get that belt, and once again become a two organization champ. I'll let you have the final word. Is there anything you're wanting to add or anything you're wanting to shout out?
Yeah, definitely shout out to my sponsors, Spice Empire, who've been with me from the start. I mean, I can't wait to go get a biryani after this fight. Spice Hut, who's sponsoring me for this fight as well. I'll definitely be going straight to that after the fight for a late night cheat meal. Hard Life, who sorts out my custom kit every time. I mean, every fight I've had, everyone's always complimented the kit. Everyone's always asked where they can get it from. So if you're seeing this, Hard Life Fightwear, go check that out, and you'll see the kit on there. EA Therapy, who sorts out all my sports massage, helps me out with my recovery. Killer Strength, who helps me with my strength and conditioning, and also Stems Barbershop, making sure I look fresh all the time because I've always got a fresh fade for my fights. Not right now. I mean, it's been a while, but I'll have one before my fight.
You'll get that booked in. Can't wait
Yeah.
to see get that belt.